Yeah, g'day, Dan here again. So, finished part one of this board of where we're at. So we're gonna do part two. So what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna take it from where it's at the moment, which is we've got our kind of base background coat, which is the black. We've got this kind of faded effect with the couple of stencils on here, got the background and foreground. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our stencil, and we're going to get our stencil on there, the main body of the stencil. So the first pass is going to be like a placement pass, and then we're going to worry about getting some more details and things like that. I've got to take bits and pieces off of it here. I like to do this. I don't really use stencils that are like whole. Like I tend to like to paint them over and tape them over and do my own shit with them. So what I'm going to do is get this whacked on, and yeah, we'll see how it looks. So as you can see, the stencil are whacked on here now, and what I've obviously done as well is just taped on some stuff top and the bottom to stop the paint from spraying over. What's really important, I think, is when you're spraying these things, obviously those that crap are locked off, but you need, I highly recommend getting, I've lost mine, getting a stick, just so you can hold down different bits of the stencil. I've seen some people use like weights and things like that. I think that works pretty good for your larger stencil pieces. Something small like this, especially the difficulty is because it's obviously it's a curved surface that way and it ends that way, right? It's a real pain in the ass to keep things flat. So fully expect to get paint on your hands, but get a stick, that'll help you out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go spray it, bring it back, and we'll peel off and see how it looks. What we're going to do next is, I've left the space in the middle blank for a face, because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do the next design, which is just be painting over top of some of this to add a bit of flair to it, I suppose. And so once I've done that, then that'll kind of bring it to a close for part two, and then I've got to work out really what the hell I'm going to do with this bit, because at the moment, no clue. I have absolutely no idea. Got some ideas, rough ideas, but nothing set in stone. So why don't we make a start on this and we'll see how it turns out. So I think it's a pretty good place to call it for now. So that's a good part to stop for part two. So what we've done is we've laid in the primary stencil, I would call it, and just done a few little bits and bobs to it. So this is how it's looking so far. I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty happy with how it's shaping up. So I've laid in obviously the primary stencil. It's kind of centered top of the board there. I've laid down my yellow. I've done the little face on the chap. As I've gone around, there are places where it's gone over the underlying stencil where I know I was saying that it doesn't have to be perfect, you know what I mean? But I still want to maintain meaning, the coherency in the image, right? So when I'm trying to lay down a coat and lay down something, I'm not bothered about making a mistake at the time. I can go back and fix it, and sometimes there are happy accidents, right? And it looks good. In this case, I've just gone with my Posca pens. I just tied it up around the gun sights. Some of the details, I just give the face a bit of extra structure and things like that. But as I've said before, don't get too hung up on how it turns out, right? Just have fun with the process. So in part three, what we're going to do is we are going to whack down something down here. No idea what it is yet. And then we'll also kind of just finish it off. There are a few kind of effects and things like that I think I can check into just help improve the overall quality of the piece. Things like paint drip, you know, things like that. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the series. This is part 2. Part 1 is laying down the primary background colors, the background stencils. And yeah, like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.